Time for a little tech with Todd now. We're going to start with Amazon finally entering the competitive video streaming market. The online retailer unveiled Fire TV today. It's a small set-top box, costs $99, and it's going to stream movies, TV shows, and music from users' Amazon library, Netflix library, Hulu, and more. Let's bring in our tech panel to talk a little bit about this. In Toronto, we've got Aaron Burry standing by, and in Vancouver, we've got Elliott Chun standing by. So, Aaron, what do you make of this device, Fire TV, yes or no?
Well, Todd, last time on the panel we talked about Google's Chromecast device, which is a $35 dongle that you plug into your TV, and it essentially makes your old dumb TV one of those new Wi-Fi connected smart TVs. And there are so many competitors out there like Apple TV and Roku in the US. So this is just another entrant to that playing field. The unique part to it is that it's $99, which puts it at the exact same price as Apple TV. And they're really heavily pushing the gaming component here. So for any gamers out there, whether it's Candy Crush or some war games, I don't know, I only play Candy Crush, they actually make a controller, much like a PlayStation or Xbox controller, that you can use in conjunction with the Fire TV. So to me, this is just like Apple TV or any of those other options out there, but really great for the gamer in the room.
Elliott, your take on this and the market out there?
Yeah, it's certainly a crowded market. I think Aaron's absolutely right in that regard. We see a lot of players on the marketplace, especially at a retailer like at Future Shop. We see the Roku streaming stick. Actually, that's even a lower price point device. We saw pre-orders far exceed expectations, so there's certainly a market for it, and that's actually launching in a few weeks' time. So it's very much a crowded space, but really it's I think a benefit to the consumer. So now you have a lot more choice, a lot more price points, a lot more different offerings and features. If you look at, say, the Chromecast compared to the Roku streaming stick, compared to the new device that's just been announced. So a lot of options. I think a win for the consumer and fits any budget, which is a plus.
All right, let's talk about Blackberry winning an injunction to halt the sales of this Blackberry style TYPO keyboard. Ryan Seacrest behind this TYPO keyboard. This was a keyboard that you stick on top of your iPhone, and it gives the option for users to actually have a physical keyboard. Aaron, what do you think about this? Is there a market for this, and do you understand why Blackberry did this?
I absolutely think there's a market for it. If you talk to anybody about their hesitation to switch from a QWERTY traditional keyboard to a device like the iPhone, which has a touchscreen, it tends to be my thumbs are too big, that touchscreen, I'm always hitting 4 or 5 letters at the same time. So this TYPO keyboard actually slips onto your iPhone, acts as a protective case, but also gives you the advantage of the Blackberry's keyboard. And to be honest, that's one of the only advantages they have going for them right now with the average consumer. That and security, you know, enterprise users who are forced to use a Blackberry by their company. So the judge said, hey guys, this is infringing on Blackberry's patents, or they could likely prove that it's infringing on their patents. At this time, you're not allowed to sell it. And he actually said, you know, the company doesn't have a lot of goodwill right now, so we need to do whatever we can to help them.
Elliott, TYPO didn't really take off. I mean, it wasn't going like gangbusters. They've got 4,000 or 5,000 orders since their launch. Are iPhone users looking for something like this?
You know, it really varies across the board. When you look at customer usage, you've got people that, I agree with Aaron, people that are married to their keyboards, and Blackberry have made the whole QWERTY keyboard very synonymous in today's society. And the fact that you've got this attachment piece, I think it's really just a niche market in my opinion. The fact that you've got maybe those transitional people that want to go to a touchscreen device, but they're a little hesitant. They've at least got this as an assistant. And I think it's just a matter of up to the customer's choice. Do they want to jump right into a touchscreen right away and play with nuances with that, or are they happy with QWERTY keyboard? And they've got a lot of selections. So this type of accessory, I don't see it as a very popular one, but something very niche and an easy transition tool for someone that eventually wants to get to that touchscreen device, which ultimately at the end of the day, all your big manufacturers going to a touchscreen. People are getting more accustomed to the tablet environment, and it's all about touch. Even if you look at the laptop formats today, you've got touchscreen being incorporated there, and it's all being driven from the palm of our device, where the smartphone started that whole touch trend. So I think it's a good band-aid solution for a lot of people, and we'll wait and see to see how it does in Canada.
All right, let's talk about Google, if we can, extending a deal with Nielsen, the television ratings company, to provide online ratings for ads on YouTube. We sort of see this ongoing evolution of conventional television, YouTube sort of moving it into the future, pulling it into the future. Aaron, what do you make of this?
Well, Todd, typically if you're a large advertiser, let's say Coca-Cola, you would buy ads before the fall TV season in the spring, and you would say, okay, I'm going to give you $1 million for ads on these shows with the guarantee that you're going to reach 1 million 18 to 34-year-olds or whatever demographic you're trying to reach. And typically Google hasn't allowed advertisers that guarantee on YouTube. So this partnership with Nielsen is actually a way for advertisers to know that if they're spending money up front, they're getting access to the specific demographic they want to reach. So in my opinion, it's just a really big way for them to say to advertisers, hey, we can now guarantee you access to your target market, so you should in fact be moving some of your traditional TV advertising over to us, and now we can back it up with analytics and stats.
Last word on this goes to you, Elliott. What do you think?
Brilliant. In one word, very strategic. Google and YouTube have hit the nail on its head. You do see a lot of dollar shifting from retailers, even at Future Shop, where we're looking at the online spend and seeing our customers go there. And tying it back to even the discussion we had about mobile devices, it's really shifting the way Canadians are comfortable consuming content, and YouTube is a strong outlet for that. And to Aaron's point, this now gives them a stronger benchmark when you're looking at your TV ad spends, where Nielsen ratings became really popular, and now being able to measure it online, it's certainly a big strength for YouTube now. And it's also great too, where if a company like Future Shop is looking to test out a commercial ahead of time, a cheap and cheerful way, often comparatively to a TV spend, would be actually sampling it out on YouTube. So here's a great platform where you can have the best of both worlds. A, you can test your markets out and see what the reaction's like from Canadians, and then B, actually have a buy behind it and have some hard metrics to back up your spend. So I think a great move from Google, and more content is going to be consumed digitally. So 2 thumbs up for me for the decision to partner stronger with Nielsen.
Elliott and Aaron, thanks so much for your time, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks for having us.